The noise created by echo and reverberation can be a real problem in all sorts of spaces. Restaurants, offices, music spaces. But one area in particular where it can be a real pain is education spaces. Classrooms, we're talking schools, colleges, SEND spaces, which is why we're here today at the Rubicon Centre School in Selby in Yorkshire to see if we can improve the focus and concentration by improving those acoustics. Let's take a look inside. Hi, I'm Phil at the Soundproofing Store, and today we're going to be showing you our ProSound Acoustic Wall Panels and giving you a step-by-step guide of how they're installed. Now we're here at the Rubicon Centre School, and in this room in particular they're having a serious issue with bad acoustics. Okay, now the room itself is a kind of multi-purpose hall. Okay, it's used as a bit of a dining area, it's a breakout area, they use it for some classes, so it's a very important space in the school. The room itself is about 15 meters long, it's about 6 meters wide, so already that would create some reverberation. But the worst part is that right smack bang in the middle we've got this big skylight area, which is basically a 3 meter by 3 meter box that goes up to about 6 meters high. And so any sound that you create in this room, so let's think about a teacher trying to teach a class and they're talking, or the kids are talking, that sound goes up into that box, bounces around off all the surfaces, and it comes out much louder and messier and unfocused. You think about how a drum or an acoustic guitar works, and that sound is becoming amplified. It just creates a really messy, unfocused atmosphere where the children are going to struggle to really focus and pay attention and listen to the teacher. The teacher's going to struggle to focus on what they're saying themselves, and it's not great for a space like this. So how do we solve it? We want to use sound absorption or acoustic treatment panels, which we can install on the ceilings or the walls. And the idea is when the sound hits those panels, the panels absorb that sound and soak it up and stop the sound from bouncing back into the room as an echo. Now, at the Soundproofing Store, we have a range of products that we can use for this, but today we're using our ProSound Acoustic Wall Panels. These are our highest performing acoustic wall panels. They are 40 mil thick, and they're what we call a Class A absorber, which means they absorb between 90 and 100% of the sound that hits them. So they're very, very effective. Now, our wall panels are all bespoke made, so they can come in various shapes, sizes, colors to fit your space. And today we're just using 1200 by 1200 mil square plain white panels that we can just add to the walls up in this skylight area. It'll fit in very subtly. It's not going to change the look or the aesthetics of the room. Hopefully no one will even notice that they're there. But what it will do is soak up that sound and make the acoustics in the room much cleaner and more focused and allow the kids to really concentrate. So before we get started with the installation, just a couple of points. First of all, you can see that we've built a scaffolding tower. We are working reasonably high, and it is much safer to work on a scaffolding tower than to get up on ladders. Okay, so safety first. If you're working at heights, hire yourself a scaffolding tower for the day. They're not expensive. The second thing is we're not professional installers, okay? The acoustic panels are very straightforward to install. It is something that a confident DIYer can do themselves. If not, someone like an in-house maintenance team, a handyman, a local builder, anyone like that can do for you. It doesn't require a specialist installer, okay? And finally, what we're going to do now is a quick sound test, so we can show you the before and after, and hopefully you'll be able to hear the difference. Okay, so what we're going to do, for those who haven't seen any of our videos before, I'm going to clap my hands and we're going to listen to how long that sound reverberates around the room before it goes silent. But right now, you're picking up the sound from this little microphone that I've got here on my chest, which only picks up sound quite close. So it's probably not sounding anywhere near as echoey to you as it is to us here in the room. So what we're going to do now is switch over to a room microphone, which is picking up sound for the whole room, and you'll probably hear now it sounds a lot more echoey and a lot more accurate to what we can hear realistically here in the room. Okay, so here we go. And then we'll repeat the same test after we've installed so we can compare. So we've marked out the position of where our first panel is going to go onto the wall. The first step in actually fixing the panel to the wall is to install our impaling clips. Now these are basically metal brackets with these spikes, because the back of the panel is like a fiber insulation core. Okay, and when you push that core against the impaling clips, the spikes go into it and it grips onto the panel and holds it in place. Now we also use an adhesive as well, which we're going to show you in the next step, but we want to fix these on first. Now how you fix these clips onto the wall is going to depend on the kind of wall that you're fixing to. So for example, if you're fixing onto a brick wall, you're going to want masonry plugs and screws. If you're going onto plasterboard, you need plasterboard suitable fixings. In this case, we're going to use plugs and screws. Okay, now we need 2 impaling clips for this size and shape of panel, and we're going to do basically one to the left, one to the right. It doesn't need to be really specific and really measured out incredibly accurately, as long as it's within the area of the panel, roughly halfway up, and one to each side. Okay, then the next step is we use a contact spray adhesive, which we're going to spray completely covering the back of the panel, and we're going to spray it on the wall covering the area that the panel is going to go onto, including spraying over the impaling clips as well. Okay, so we're going to start with the panel. As you can see, nice little mention, you can see we've actually marked on the size of the panels. That gets done in the factory during manufacturing. So if you do have multiple panels of different shapes, different sizes, you'll see which are which, so you don't get confused. Okay, here we go. And now we're simply going to push the panels onto our impaling clips, give it a good press into the adhesive, and obviously making sure that we're lining it up with our markings. Yeah. So that's all the panels installed. Now, what can we say? Visually, they really fit in nicely. The idea of going with plain white square panels was for it to be quite subtle, which I think it's absolutely ticked the box. If you are looking up there, actually the panels add a little bit more shape and a little bit more texture to what was before just 4 flat plain white walls, but they don't stand out. We're not going with wild colors or anything, and it just fits in very nicely. It's not going to change the aesthetics of the space in any way. Sound wise, the sound never comes across on camera quite as it sounds in real life to us in the room, but to me, what I can tell straight away, it's not got rid of all the reverberation. That's not what we were attempting. This isn't a recording studio, but it's made a huge difference. It's really brought it down to a much more clear and less distracting level. So there's a little bit of reverberation, but it sounds natural. It doesn't sound like you're in a fishbowl. So it's really done the job that we needed to do there. For those who are interested, it took us about 3 hours to install them all, and that's with stopping and starting for filming. I think if you were just plowing through with the installation, it'd probably be about 2 hours. And the cost for 8 panels, 1200 by 1200 squares, would be roughly around £1,500, and that's with VAT, delivery, everything all in. Okay, so the last thing to do before we go is a quick clap test to show you guys at home, as best as we can, the difference that it's made. So we're going to switch back to the room microphone, and here we go. Now, hopefully you can really hear the difference. And the last thing to say is, if you are struggling with any kind of sound or noise issues, whether it is a school, whether it's a restaurant, an office, whether it's soundproofing, you've got noise from neighbors or anything else, then all you need to do is get in touch with the soundproofing store. We're here to help.